Dear students, welcome to UGC EPG Pathashala on Human Rights and Duties. In this paper on philosophical foundations of human rights and sources of human rights, we will take up today the American Declaration of Independence and the American War of Independence. Before we go deep into this module, let us briefly review what we have covered in the earlier modules. For instance, we learned that the notions of human rights as we understand them today did not emerge from nowhere. They were the product of historical struggles against injustice, against exploitation, against discrimination, against colonialism, against policies of subjugation, feudalism, and so on and so forth. They were the product of social, economic, cultural, religious, and other factors which shaped the history of events in the world, which shaped the notions of human rights and eventually led to a common understanding of human rights in the 20th century. They are reflected in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. They are reflected in the various covenants and conventions of human rights which were adopted under the aegis of United Nations General Assembly. We also saw the evolution of human rights from ancient times till the year 1689. For instance, we saw how certain notions of human rights were there in the Vedic period, in the Vedic literature. We also saw the Code of Hammurabi, which was given between 1795 to 1750 before Christ, and the significance of the Cyrus cylinder, the rock edicts of Emperor Ashoka before the Christ, and the significance of Magna Carta that was adopted in the year 1215. Magna Carta asserted the principle of rule of law. It also referred to the king's authority and said that the king is bound to obey the rule of law, and it had such a profound significance in the evolution of subsequent developments. Then we also saw the Renaissance, which is a rebirth or the flourishing of the culture, arts, literature in the medieval Europe, and how and the religious reformation movements in Europe, and how they shaped a critical inquiry, the critical questioning. And we saw the Dutch Declaration of Independence and how the Dutch people, the nobles, rose against the Spanish colonial rule, against injustices, and declared independence, and how it further inspired similar movements against colonial injustices in the rest of the world. And we saw the Bill of Rights that was adopted in England, and also the Glorious Revolution or the Bloodless Revolution in Britain, and the fight, the conflict between king on the one hand and the parliament on the other. Before that period, there was a principle of divine right to rule of kings, and where the king was held as supreme, and it also held that king could do no wrong. For the first time, in the battle between powers of the king on the one hand and the powers of the parliament, we see that erosion in the powers of the monarch in favor of the House of Commons in Britain, and how taxation cannot be arbitrary, it cannot be excessive, and it has to be authorized by the members of parliament, and how it led to the constitutional monarchy in Britain, along with rights of citizens enshrined clearly in the Bill of Rights. And this glorious revolution, the England Bill of Rights, also shaped the events in the world in the subsequent decades, and we will today take up one more milestone in this long evolution, namely what happened in the American context, which was also under the colonial rule of Britain for several centuries, and how the American peoples asserted their right to self-rule, how they waged a revolutionary war, how they declared independence, what factors contributed to this, and what really happened, and then what is the significance of this American Declaration of Independence in the entire history of the evolution of human rights will be the subject matter of today. We will also look at the American Declaration of Independence and the Bills of Rights. What is the importance of this declaration in the evolution of the concept of human rights? At the end of this module, you will learn the impact of American Declaration on subsequent developments in the field of human rights. This American Declaration was considered one of the most important milestones in the history of human rights. It was the first to introduce the principle of equality before law, and to use the expression all men are created equal. And you find it reflected in the subsequent document. It is the most significant document in US history, and it also reaffirmed the principle of self-determination. It is a formal expression of independence from the control of British Empire, authenticated by representatives from 13 former colonies. It was approved on July 4, 1776, which is being celebrated as the Independence Day in the United States ever since. It never required a legal force, yet it was a profound expression of the foundation of nation conceived on the idea of self-government. It formed the groundstone of political tradition of the newly freed colonies and gave direction to the future course of its constitutional destiny. Declaration comprised of three parts: the preamble, the list of grievances against the British king, and a conclusion. And what is the historical background to this declaration? The outbreak of the American Revolutionary War was motivated by decades of imperialist policies of the British rule in all spheres of government. The crux of the issue was the objection by the American colonies about being taxed by a distant body situated thousands of miles away, in which they had no representation. Thus, they coined a wonderful slogan, "No taxation without representation," and launched their struggle. Protests broke out against the oppressive policies and imposition of martial law in the state of Massachusetts. The cause of complete independence started gaining momentum. More states started joining the demand of complete independence after the British Parliament voted for the prohibition of trade with the colonies. This American Declaration was followed by a Bill of Rights, which is collectively used to refer to the first 10 commandments to the US Constitution. The need for these amendments started growing right after passing the Federal Constitution in the year 1789. And what are the principles underlying it? American Declaration of Independence. These are regarded as self-evident truths like equality, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, self-determination. These were the important principles which were regarded as a self-evident truths. The declaration includes a preamble and a conclusion of the declaration, which highlight the principle for which American War of Independence was sought. It signifies the principles that there are certain rights which are inherently there in the understanding of human civilization at all points of time. These self-evident truths were equality before law and certain inalienable rights such as life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. It declares that there are certain human rights that are inalienable as they emanate from natural law and some specific body of law. The principle of equality before law was made the bedrock of American society. This concept of equality was mentioned to enforce the idea of democracy in the United States, in the sense that each individual had the right to participate in lending legitimacy to the government. It ventured to establish a republic where there is equal opportunity for all. The purpose behind this expression of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness was to guarantee the right to determine its future to each individual. The declaration makes it an obligation for the government to secure the protection of these rights. The right to self-government has evolved from the American Declaration, and today it is universally recognized as the right of self-determination. The declaration was based on the idea of freedom of the people to choose their government and remove it from power if it becomes an instrument of their oppression. In fact, if you see the international human rights law as it stands today, this right to self-determination is the very first article in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, as well as the International Covenant on Economic, social, cultural rights, which are part of the International Bill of Rights. And it clearly mentions that all peoples shall chart out their own development, economic, social, cultural development, and develop on the lines which are mentioned in these covenants. And this right to self-determination is also finds an echo in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and which also in its preamble talks about how people, if their rights are not protected, and if these rights are not guaranteed, if these rights are not ensured, can rise in revolt or can overthrow an oppressive regime. And you find this echoed even in the preambles of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, International Covenant on Economic, Social, Cultural Rights. So, in other words, the principles about which were highlighted in the American Declaration of Independence, have inspired the development of international human rights law, and you find some of these references in the contemporary human rights law, and at once you can see the connection between these notions in the preamble of UDHR or preamble of the International Covenant on Civil Political Rights, preamble of the International Covenant on Economic, Social, Cultural Rights, as well as the detailed provisions of this. Some of this covenant can be traced back to the American Declaration of Independence. Now, let us take up the Bill of Rights. It highlights, it proclaims, it asserts freedom of speech, press, religion, peaceful assembly, and to petition the government. This Bill of Rights laid down the foundation of constitutional protection of human rights in the American Constitution. The First Amendment is considered to be sacred in the political tradition of the United States of America. A citizen enjoys the freedom of speech without any unreasonable interference from the government. The First Amendment also prohibits the US Congress from making any law with reference to a particular religion. It also guarantees the right of peaceful assembly and the right to petition the government. There are references to due process, double jeopardy, self-incrimination, and private property. The Fifth Amendment drew inspiration from the Magna Carta in the sense that it seeks to uphold the principles of natural justice and ensure free trial for the people. It asserts that it is important for the fairness of judicial system in the US and makes sure that the American citizen had the right to secure justice for himself or herself. What is the significance of this American Declaration of Independence? It was a revolutionary milestone in the history of mankind as it affirmed the idea of universality of human rights, calling them to be self-evident truths. It laid down fundamental principles which have been reiterated again and again in different forms and have been transformed into constitutional structures and international instruments throughout the world. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in the year 1948, has borrowed a great deal from the American Declaration, as it was a landmark or a watershed movement. It the UDHR carried forward the evolution of the concept of human rights. The American Declaration has influenced democratic struggles around the world. French Revolution was inspired by the ideals of the American Declaration, and it was a step forward in the direction of creating an international instrument on human rights. In conclusion, the Western articulation of human rights has had a great impact on the concept, on the understanding, on the evolution of human rights. The American Declaration of Independence can be certainly regarded as a watershed movement, landmark, a milestone in the progress of the concept of human rights. The notion of universality of human rights was strengthened with the Declaration of Independence. In fact, if you see, there was in 1993 World Conference on Human Rights, which was held in Vienna, and at the end of the World Conference on Human Rights, there was a declaration was adopted and a program of action was adopted. And what does it assert? The main assertion of that in 1993 conference, the main international consensus at that conference was that all human rights are universal, indivisible, interrelated and interdependent. Thank you.